Howdy! Today we are here in Cast and Chill, a somewhat idle fishing game. And I wanted to tell you that I have finally gotten around to watching Twilight. I've finally gotten around to watching Twilight, and I have to tell you, I have no idea why back in the day there was such a debate between Team Edward and Team Jacob. Jacob is barely in the film. He doesn't do anything. He's just like the son of her dad's friend. I need to upgrade our line strength for bigger fish, I guess. That's all right. We'll catch another one. Yeah, he's barely in the movie. Meanwhile, the whole thing is just about Edward. Like, she's fucking obsessed with him. And Edward is, like, admittedly, a creepy fucking pedophile, but, like, she's just not interested in Jacob at all. Also, one thing I didn't expect, right? The whole premise of this movie, the one thing you know about it is that she falls in love with a vampire and a werewolf. So I just didn't expect that half of the movie would be building up to her finding out he's a vampire. It makes sense structurally, narratively, and everything. I guess I wasn't expecting that to be a core part of the film. I thought, I don't know. I don't know what I thought. Maybe I thought it would be a steamy vampire romance the whole way through. It's not that. Maybe it becomes that, but it at least in the first film, it's not that. But also, like, okay, the way it's structured is so strange. Like, it is initially, for the first, it's like a 2-hour movie, and the first hour and a half are like a standard movie structure, right? We get the build up to the midway point. She finds out he's a vampire, and they start dating, and then in like the last, she meets the family and everything. And, it's a pretty standard structure, and then in the last like 20-30 minutes, they kind of staple on this subplot about an evil vampire who wants to kill Bella for some reason. I guess just because she's a human, but like he could just kill any human, right? And so they drive from Forks to Phoenix overnight. They drive. They say that we got to get Bella away, and then they drive to Phoenix. It's very strange to me that the fastest way for a vampire to get somewhere is to drive. Maybe they can drive fast, like they can run fast. They do go from Forks to Phoenix overnight somehow. But they go down there, and then the evil vampire is already there. So I guess the vampires are faster than cars, and maybe they probably just could have carried her. They have like super strength too, don't they? Yeah, because Edward carries her up the side of a mountain. They could carry her no problem. But anyway, he's already there. And then Edward finds out he's already there. And then Edward gets down there and, like... Edward's still up in Washington. Edward gets down to Phoenix in, like, a minute or so? Excuse me. I was fishing there. I don't know what happened with the camera there. So, it's just very strange to me, the way that works. I guess. I don't know. I don't totally know what to think of it. I think I enjoyed it, mayhaps. It was fun. Oh, there's this scene. There's this bit, right? So she goes to the school up in Forks. Okay, the reason she goes to the school up in Forks is very strange to me. It's her mom wants to go on a road trip to meet her boyfriend, and so her daughter has to move across the country while she's hanging out with her boyfriend, I guess. Very strange. But she goes to that school. She makes new friends. And at the first available opportunity, she abandons her friends to hang out with Edward. And then when she's going off with the vampires, they try and have this shot where she's like looking at like wistfully at her friends. Oh, sunfish. That's neat. Oh, I didn't really want to throw that back in immediately. But like that shot where she's staring off wistfully at her friends, like I understand the narrative purpose of it. You know, it's like the life she could have had, but it doesn't really work when she seems to have just hated these people and abandoned them at the first chance she got. Like she never seemed to like any of them. So it doesn't totally work for me when she stares mournfully. I wanted to swap my bait there again. Also, the notorious vampire baseball scene, the best part of the movie. It's like a couple minutes long, but it's fantastic. Another strange thing. They have this wall in their house, the Cullens do, of graduation caps from each time they've graduated high school. Why do they keep going to high school? They all look like adults. They all like they don't. None of them even really pass very well as teenagers. Edward has like a 3 o'clock shadow through most of the movie. Oh, I caught him in the jump. That's cool. Like surely the answer is just that they're all pedophiles, right? Because the whole thing is about him trying to fuck a teenager. Maybe I'm misunderstanding the story, but I don't think I am. I think they're just pedophiles, was the impression I got. But, thanks for watching this. I'll go watch the other ones too. It was fun. I'll give it that. See ya.